Hello everyone! In this video, I'm going to do a lot of stuff because for somebody who doesn't know, I'm in the ninth grade and it's a hard student year, which is freshman year for some of y'all. And I need to focus on my studies, so that's why I've almost never posted. And I want to compensate that today since I have just finished my exams, midterm, of course. We can draw, we can play some music, we can do a lot of stuff in this video. Plus, there are some gameplays coming soon.
What to do? Practice together. Music.
Well, in this video, I'm going to make a tutorial. How we practice playing an instrument or anything is, especially in piano here, you start with the scales. It's like heating up your hand before starting anything. Even in guitars, they do chords. Even if you have vocals like singers and stuff, or chorals and stuff, you have to practice first, so that you don't break your voice or something. So you start with scales in any instrument, like this. Let me here. Of course, this is the C scale major. Um, what I did here was a bit wrong because if you going to play piano or something that's left and right, you have to start with the right hand first, then like each hand individually, then do them together. If you have time, you can do that. But sometimes I am very busy, so I just do some scales that help me remember how they go. Let's start with the right first. The most important thing is that imagine you're holding a ball, or let's say a little chick. Like you don't have to harden your hand or really soften your hand. Yeah, like you can't be flat. You cannot be flat. You have to be a bit round. A hand has to be a bit round, and like feel comfortable. Like there's a way to sit on the piano. I might show you that in animation or something. But with your hands, you have to have a very comfortable hands, and they have to have this round shape as if you're holding something. Okay, like don't be hard on yourself. You're going to hurt yourself like this. So this is just a basic thing to learn. Like some of us don't choose the scale. We just go from C to G first. Okay. The second thing is they shouldn't be altering together. Like each note has to be heard individually. Like you cannot do this. Like there's something wrong which has a note or sounds mixed together. So you have to lift your finger first in each individual note like this. Without lifting your hand from the piano or the keyboard that you are playing on. Plus, you have to play very slowly if you have a problem with scales. Like, you can't not make it fast, except if you are trying to practice a very fast song, such as Rush E, the Bumblebee kind of song, and stuff like that. Or if you are making a song or writing one that is a bit fast, so you have to practice scales in anything. These are the major basics. Like if you come to your teacher and they go, "Do you know your scales?" and you go like, "No, but I can do songs," they will freak out. They will go like, how could you not know some scales? Like at least the C major is one of the most popular. Like you can go first with the right hand, then the left hand, then together, then the contrary. Of course, you have to go a bit slower than this, but I don't want to make the video a bit tall. Then if you know your chromatic, you can do this. You can do the chromatic, or you can do double scales too, like this. I cannot show you the whole piano. I had made this setup really hard. Okay, like this. Same with the left hand. Then together. Again, I have made some mistakes, which is that I have a bit of silent notes. If you have silent notes, you have to repeat the stage that you are making. Again, I have made a mistake with the fingers. Then there is the arpeggiage, which is C, E, G, C. Then going back in the same pattern. Same with the left hand. Together. Opposite. You can do a double scale too. And there's the chromatic, which you go up half a note, up, 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 or down the same way. Like this is like half a tone. This is one tone, like half, and another half. This is a whole tone. The difference is that there is no like this is a half tone. Here's a chromatic. You start with your in your right hand. If you have a C or an F, you have to use your second finger, number 2. Okay. Anything else, you have to use your thumb or your third finger, like this. Up with the third finger, down with your thumb, up with the third finger, down with your thumb, then with the second, third, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. And if you're going to finish your scale and go down again, you have to use your fourth. Okay, down in the same pattern. You're gonna start with your fourth. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. It is a bit hard. If you don't know your scales, you might get a bit lost in the chromatic. Okay, you can check any pianists out there or ask me for a tutorial. Okay, in the left hand, it's kind of the opposite. You will start with the fourth, since when you go down, you are going to finish here. That is, if you gonna do double scales, like let's say one scale, you're going from the C to the C. You're going to start with the fourth finger, and again, up with the third, down with your other thumb, up with the third. But the thing is, here we are going to do with the E, with the second, then the first, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1. Why? Because your hands are mirrored, and we do tutorials in a way that you can be comfortable with your hands. Like I said, you have to have a comfortable hand. Sorry, it's a hard word to say. A comfortable hand so you can play nicely. like you cannot be too harsh on your hand. You have to learn, like, you know how some music sheets have some numbers on them, even though it's for piano or some keyboards or stuff. These numbers significate your fingers, like here. Okay. uh, like I'll show you like here, and here's the left hand. Okay. So they sometimes write some fingers on some complicated sheets, that when you cannot do this, especially for students or even big musicians out there, if they use some music sheets and they cannot know which finger to use, the writer puts these numbers to help to help guide you into playing. Buying guitar, it's kind of the same way, but I'm not sure if the music is the same, because the numbers is able to like instruments have individual sheets, like different chords, different patterns in each sheet. Okay, so here's the chromatic. You have to start with your right hand, then your left, then both of them together. Again, I've ended up with the wrong finger. Okay. If you can go to skills, but I don't want to waste your time. So I actually, when I don't have enough time, I do the skills that have a bit of different stuff. Like most the A's scale, or this symbol, I don't know its name in American, um, or in the American, you know, in American code. I know I've learned it in the Italian way, so if I struggle with something, I understand that I cannot translate exactly. I might show you the symbol if you don't know. Um, so, like all in the bemolds, like when you have and the D scale, G, E. Okay, they all have the same pattern. Like you have to go to the third note with your third, then switch to your first, and end up with your with the rest of your fingers. Sorry, the video cut. Like here's the beginning. Switch to your first. No, sorry. First.
DIY. What to make. Metal or keychain. I used to make keychains out of cardboard. Outline your design on the cardboard. Cut it. Use a plain paper. I use used ones or the ones that have print on the back dot so that I don't waste F for paper. Cut it. Glue the paper on the cardboard. Add accessories if wanted. Play music. What to play? One of my music. Q&A.
What makes you smile? It's your smile, girl. If you get sad or something, I might become the most depressive person you've ever seen in your life. Like, my emotions are like a parrot. It just copies you, okay? So if you smile, I smile. How old are you? I, the creator, I am 15. The OC is older, like my Sona is in her 20s. What's your least favorite art? Well, the thing is, I appreciate all types of art, from literature to dancing. Like, I respect it all, I love it all. The least favorite art for me is the one that wants you to do something bad, or that invites you to do something that is not good. Like, there is AI art. I kind of hate it as any other artist in this world because it steals our hard work. But I do appreciate the work for the coders to try and make a machine do such artistic features. But still, it does steal, and stealth is not that good. So anything that involves a sin, or not exactly a sin, to do something bad in general, is not good for me. Favorite part in making videos? I like inspiring you guys. I like how I can motivate you to do something that is useful or something that is good for you. So I just like helping you. So someone sent me a whole list of questions, so we are going to do the first one as the last thing we are going to do. What inspired you to become a digital artist, and how did you get started? When I was a young kid, I liked to draw a lot. I just pictured everything that is in front of me, especially what it is in my head. The thing is, I used to download tons of drawing apps, and one of my cousins introduced me to Ibis Paint so I can use the layers in it, and taught me how to draw in it digitally. So I use it for like occasions like posting for you guys, or like making the template for some videos and stuff. I liked it, and soon I started animating. I wanted to bring my drawings to life.
Draw. What to draw? A profile. Digital. Who to draw? A friend. Which friend? My gang. Let's see her reaction.
Hi, how are you? I missed you.
Hi, I'm fine. And you? I've missed you more, really.
I wanted to show you something. Sorry. I have replied after so long I had to close the internet. I was making a video, and in a part of it I was drawing someone or something. And I used a randomizer to see what I'll draw. And you got in my hands. Wanna see?
I don't understand a thing. Explain to me and I'll choose.
I'm telling you that I drew you.
Me?
Yes, you. It was God's destiny that you get drawn. Wanna see the portrait? Or not?
Okay, I want to see it. It's very beautiful, really.
Thank yous.
Okay, so here's the drawing practice video. Here's how we are supposed to practice. There is different parts of drawing that you should learn about. You can learn some of them in the rest you can do it yourself. Like some of us have some things that they are specialized in it. Like there is anatomy, there is color theory, there is perspective, and there is different, and there's shading, and there are different types. So and then carving your character and stuff, and like some basics that we learn. So anatomy is kind of my specialty, and I like actually I like it very much to practice it, and also like perspective. I don't practice it very often because like my eyes can get used to it too. Again, we are going to start with how we are going to learn perspective. First, there is different types of perspectives. Okay, there is 1 point perspective. We are going to do it with blocks. Okay, I'm going to divide the page in different sections to demonstrate it. Here's 1 point perspective. Hold on. Here we go. There's a 1 point perspective where you add a dot in here, and then you draw lines that are coming out of it. Okay. So here is, it's like an X and Y mathematical thing, but here's the number 1 rule in drawing. You are not allowed to use a ruler except if you are drawing in like a different type of style, like no geometric type of art. And sometimes I like changing stuff. So first we are going to outline again our principal lines, because these are the most important lines. I will use a different pen, so hold on. This one is more bold. My favorite one is the 2B. And here we are. Once again, here are the principal lines that we have drawn in the beginning. Kind of like a star, you know? Now we start sketching our outline, or maybe it's kind of hard, so we can just outline them and ink them first, and then erase the guidelines, you know. So here we are, and so it looks like there are layers above each other. And here's another thing that we have to learn about the basics of art, that we are not supposed to make something called tangents. Tangents means the lines are touching each other instead of going through each other. So, and it makes the art look weird. I mean, the clouds are a bit too low here, so it's just a demonstration of how perspective works. Especially these lines are the most important, and I added a mountain over here, so we are going to review the guidelines right now after the ink gets dry. So here it is. This is the 1 point perspective. I'm going to write it right. So now we are going to do the 2 point perspective, and the 3 point. I'm just going to do 1 point and 2 point to tell you how many points and how to adjust them together. Now, the 2 point perspective is used for like moving or action scenes and stuff. I'm going to use the HB because it's more, and I'm going to do like a small demonstration down over here. So 2 point perspective, you are supposed to add 2 points, okay? Like right here. No, people prefer hold on. It depends on how you are going to do stuff. Like you can do here and here. How are we going to do this? We are going to align them together. Hold on. Here we go. we can line them like this, and then like this. See where I'm going? It looks like a points. Here we go. So here is the 2 points perspective because the lines are connected in 2 points instead of 1. So now we are going to do a road to make things look clear. Looks like right now. Okay, now of course we are going to do this here and to make the horizon look more promised. I will just imagine that here is a park. I don't know why I didn't do a sidewalk, but you know, just for the video. And here we go, we are going to ink the thing now. Here we go. Now we remove the guidelines. Here we go. Now I will write it right. So here is the different. This is how it works. We add a point and we get some lines coming out of it. And if there is more than 1 point, we can add. We want to make it in the shape of a circle. Even if it's like 4-point perspective, aka fisheye, you will add like 2 points over here and 2 points over here. I mean, this is the maximum: 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and 4 point perspective. And that's it, you know. And there is the flat, and there's like no perspective, just flat, like how we get the sideways type of view. Like this is called a 0-point perspective. I will show you right here. So if we are going to wrap it up, we are going to explain how it works. I will use a more book and pen. Okay, so here is. So here is the 4-point perspective, aka fisheye. So here are the guidelines for perspective. I will show you another one for how other things work. Now we are going to talk about shading, how shading works. We are going to do it here because it's just a simple thing. It won't interfere with other drawings and stuff. It's kind of like a way of heating up before starting, you know. So we are going to just draw a shape first, then shade on top of it. We are going to use the 2B pencil or any other pencil, just don't get too harsh on it, so that it doesn't get ruined. First, let's start with something simple, like we're just going to draw geometric 3D shapes and stuff, like what, like a cube. Don't ever use your rulers in this class, okay? Here we are, except if you're going to draw a frame or something, or you're working on mangas or comics and stuff. Okay, so here's our cube. You don't have to draw the insides of it, okay? So shadings, we are going to try hatching. There are different types of shading. There's hatching, which we go like, here's a line, and we are going to do this. Okay, and the more darker, the denser the lines are closer to each other. I just do this. And don't click too hard so it has those points together. So this is hatching. There is cross hatching. I'm going to make this line dark. Which is you go with hatching and go the other way around. Some do this in darker places, like you can just hatch over here and cross hatch over here. Here we go. Looks like lashes though. And there is just circular motions, like there is a surface over here where you just go like color it or something, and the further you go, the lighter you let the pencil go, and it's easier for you if you're going to blend or something, you know. So what should we blend with? Hold on. You can use a tissue or anything that you can blend with. You can blend with your finger, but you will have to wash your hands afterwards. Here we go. So it helps you blend more, you know, and blend easier. You can do it again to give it a nicer look. You know, here. Here we go, so this is a different type of shading too. I prefer hatching when doing it traditionally, and I do circle motion if I'm going to color it. I don't like cross hatching that much, so we are going to try hatching over here. Let's say the light is coming up from there. Again, follow the light. Don't you dare make different looking shadows to make me feel bad. Okay, I get sensitive in these parts. Okay, so here's the light. So here the line art is supposed to be very light, like this, since it's surrounded by light. And this is the art of also line art. You'll get denser in the darkest places and lightest in the lightest places. Okay, like here, you're supposed to like guide you where the shadow is. Okay, plus there is something else about it, how we are on a surface. Let's say the surface is always reflecting the light onto the object. Like if it's red, there's a small part that's red and the rest is dark, like the drawing I drew for my friend over there. So we are going to hatch the darkest over here. So we are just going to, and here we go. And we can hatch a bit lighter over here, but darker over here, you know. I mean, it's fun, kind of, for me, and give it a shine with it. Here we go. Now we are going to remove a small part over there for the reflection of the floor. Here we go. Let's say you're coloring. Here is another type of hatch, light and stuff. You don't have to make it over here. Here, so here is cross hatching. You can just, you know, and leave a small space for the surface. And since it's the least place where the lights come, you are going to just darken it very bad. How under there is literally no light, and here's the reflection, and here there's a bit of light, you know, and here there is none, and you can cross hatch over here. Here we go. And just small hatch and a little bit of shine. Ta-da! Oh, we can just hatch over here, you know, to show the shadow that the cube is casting. When you just cast a cube, this is a way to just not show enough lines and stuff. I mean, I'm not so good at grass hatching since I don't do it that often. Here we go. And we can do it in spherical places too, but I'm just going to show you that over here. If this is a cube, you won't blend that much, except over here. You can just color that very deeply, since there is less shadows over here. There's almost every shadow is over here. Okay, now we are going to dense it over here, and less here. Some shadows, small shadows, and same over here. And a shine. Now we're going to blend. Hold on, I will just you can tell me in the comments which way you prefer to do it. And add a shine. Here comes the sun. Da, 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 da. And again, don't forget what I told you. You just leave a little bit over here for the reflective surface, like a small shader. Add surface and light source. And there is 3 ways of darkening things. I prefer when casting a shadow, I use this way. And inside the cube I use the hatching method. We can show you a spherical surface. Just draw a circle, and I mean in spherical surfaces it's preferred to use the circular motion thing, since it's a sphere. Light source and surface. Okay, we are going to blend. Add a little shine over there. I'm going to darken this face. Of course, blending isn't always the key to doing things, And here we go. This is different ways of shading. Of course, you're going to play with shapes and stuff as in anatomy, which I'm going to show you right now. And since we did the shading and the perspective, we are going to go to the anatomy, which I have practiced a lot. So I practiced here the things that are pretty hard. Like I always, as you see, I always do feminine features, and how my girl OCs are more than the boys. So I had trouble drawing muscles. So I started doing it, and yeah, it looks a bit that flat, and there's different types of muscles. Plus I had trouble drawing feet and hands, but hands I slowly got lost and got better. And of course the skull, it was a challenge. Just as with the jaw, and nose front view is the worst for me. Okay. So now let's try drawing the hands, since it's the hardest thing to do for all artists. Here so the hand, of course I'm a freehand artist, like I said, but if I go to practice, I have to use shapes and a little bit of guidelines to help me, and then I'll just memorize them and start drawing the art. So hands are guidelines are easy. So I'm going to draw them like this. Of course, I'm good at the left hand more, but since I'm right-handed, of course, I had trouble drawing the other hand, so we are going to do that. Now here is the other one. Here is the arm. Okay, now the hands are the guidelines. They're just geometric shapes. Like always, if you find something that's very complicated, simplify it for yourself. Okay. So this is the most important. If you don't know, each part it's showing how each finger looks longer than the other one. So I'm just going to add more circles of where the knuckles will be, and this part is for the thumb. Of course, it's supposed to be 3D like, since if I'm going to do side view, it's the most hardest thing for me. Right now, I will try it later. Hold on, the focus is gone. Here we go. So we are going to draw how the fingers will look. Of course, I like variations of things, you know, since I like to include everyone in my drawings, like dark skin, Asian, anything. I don't want to feel like I don't want anyone to feel left out. That's why I added a lot of races while drawing my OCs from Pinterest. And here we are going to draw outlines. So if anyone feels left out, just tell me, okay? Even the challenge where I had to draw one of my friends, I got really worried since I don't want anyone to feel favored. But more than the other one, since I also have a bestie, so I don't want her to feel left out and feel that I deserted her or something. I mean, it's just a challenge, you know. So here is the hand. There is the most important thing is this bone over here. And here we go. Now just fix that, ink it, and here we go, and here we go. I remove the guidelines, and now the hand looks kind of wonky though, but we'll work on that later. Shade it, that's it. If the hand feels wonky, just shade it. Looks like a child's hand. Here we go. Looks much better. Or just give it gloves. I like giving it gloves, whereas this one is much better. Okay. So that's how we do hands. What about the eyes? Eyes are pretty easy since almost every artist does eyes, so I might do it in a different video. And this is how we do anatomy. You just simplify the picture and do one thing. And so that's it for the sketching part. Meanwhile, there's color theory, where color theory is kind of tricky since not all of us understand it, but we still do the thing, you know. You know, color theory depends on how you see the things, on how you like everything, how you perceive things. How I learned color theory is how I looked at fashion I started looking at references. I just look at it, and slowly my brain just does the magic, For some of y'all, maybe you can study it from some books and stuff, but to me, I just learned it from some artists who does colors and stuff. Like some of you use some backgrounds and use beige or something for the color for the skin color. Then when you add the background, you just go, why does the skin look gray and something? But it actually has the real skin color. It's just color theory. And here's the thing I know about color theory. There's the color wheel over here, and there is different types of palettes. So I will just show you right there.
This is where I get my palettes. The app is called Color Gear.
So that's it for today's video, and see you next time.